Guess you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe. Just like...
Hello vinyl community, this is Matt, and today I am doing a quick review of the Beatles 1 album. Kind of a funny thing, I recently bought this twice. Sort of didn't intend to, but anyway, I got it on CD. I happened to find this in a thrift store, in a Goodwill, which is a little unusual. I don't find many Beatles albums, not even on CD, in Goodwills anymore. And you know, occasionally in Savers, I think I found one or two, but yeah, even on CD, it's rare. I mean, Goodwill, as far as I know, seems to ship a lot of Beatles stuff off to their auction website. But yeah, I was really pleased to find this. Only cost me $2. Should have been $4. Should have been $3.99. I bought several CDs for what I thought was going to be $3.99. In fact, I have a couple more right here. I also got the Essential Leonard Cohen, and I also got Coldplay X and Y. And yeah, I thought they were gonna be maybe $3.99. I was thinking, geez, that's really expensive, and I could honestly probably get them cheaper online. So I wasn't really gonna pull the trigger on it. But I asked the lady in the store. I said, "Are these CDs really $4 now?" And she said, "No, they're supposed to be $1.99." And she points to a sign above the CDs. It says CDs $1.99. Now I know what actually happened is that most of the CDs were $1.99, but they had marked up, the good ones. You know how thrift stores are now doing that with records and CDs and so on. Anything that they consider to be the really good stuff, they like double the price on it. But she's, the lady at the Goodwill, she said, well, they must have thought that they were pricing a DVD or something. So no, it's just $1.99. So I was pleased with that, because I know that they deliberately price this at $4 and not $2, but that's to my benefit, right? So this, of course, the legendary Beatles 1 album, first released more than 15 years ago, around the year 2000, and it contains 27 number ones. The songs that got to number one either in the UK or the US, or in many cases both. And like I said, there's 27 tracks on here. Covers their entire history from 1962 through to 1970. And here's the CD. Very cool. Plays great. I gave it a listen in the car on my way back from the Goodwill. And here's the inlay card, and it's kind of neat. I like all the artwork in here. It shows you a lot of the like the album, or I'm sorry, the single covers. So and in different languages too. So like here we've got Paperback Writer, Backed with Rain, the B-side, and you can see there's a bunch of different languages here. And same thing with most all of these, actually. There's Help, and those are 45 sleeves from various different countries. And yeah, it goes all the way through to The Long and Winding Road, which is the last track on the album. Now, I was pleased to get the CD. I didn't have it. I already have all these tracks. I do. I have most of them on CD already, and I have all of them on vinyl for sure. But hey, you don't pass up a Beatles CD for $2 in Goodwill. So that was already kind of cool, but I then got an alert from a web price tracking service that I use called Camel, and it's a really great service. It will send you an email alert, an email notification when a product on Amazon reaches the price point where you would buy it. You set the price yourself. You say, okay, I would buy this item if it was $10 or $20. It depends what the item is. It doesn't have to be music related. It could be anything. And if it gets down to that price, whether it's a brand new Amazon price, or you can set the prices for like third party, new and used as well. If it gets to that price, you get an email alert, and then you can jump on Amazon and decide if you want to buy it. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so this is Camel, the price watcher for Amazon. And I don't think it's officially affiliated with Amazon, but yeah, this is a really great service. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Amazon, and I'm going to find a product that I want to search for. So let's say I want to look for the Beatles anthology. There we go, it comes up. And scroll down. Let's say that I want Beatles Anthology 2, so I'll click on it. It defaults to the streaming, but I'm actually interested in the vinyl, so we'll click on vinyl. And we can see it's pretty expensive, $42.99 for Amazon. Even a used third-party price is $35.99. I'm going to copy the URL in the address bar. Going to go back to Camel, paste the URL in here, click search. Okay, and it comes up with our Anthology 2 on sale at Amazon. So you can see what the current price is, and you can see there are boxes where I can enter my desired price. So if I click in the desired price box, it will tell me what the best price has ever been for this product. The best price for the brand new Amazon listing has been $29.92, which is considerably more than I would like to pay for this album. However, if I look at third-party new, I can see that it's been under $10 before. That would be a great price. In fact, under $15 would be a great price. So I'm going to put $12, and I'm going to put start tracking. And if I also take a look here at the third-party used price, we can see this has also been under $10, $9.25. So I'm going to put $12 here as well, and start tracking. Now, if I try to put in a number that's too low, so if we take this brand new Amazon price, let's say I try to put $12 in here, it's going to tell me, whoa, hang on, your desired price is lower than we've ever recorded. So in other words, you're not very likely to get it for that price. I have no interest in paying this $29.92 best ever price, even though it might be cheaper than the current price, but still. So I'm not going to track that. I'm just going to track the third-party new and third-party used prices for Beatles Anthology 2. And once a product becomes available, once a third-party lists Anthology 2 for $12 or less, I will receive an email alert, and I can then dash over to Amazon. And so yeah, here is the vinyl copy of the Beatles 1 album. And as I just mentioned in the little clip you just saw, I got an alert for this from Camel, and I think I'd set the price pretty high. Well, not for this album, but I'd set it at like $15 or something, right? And thinking that would be a great price, because normally if you want to buy this, even used, you're looking at least $25. Usually more like 30 or 35. And it's a double gatefold album. And I must have said it some time ago because I'd even forgotten about it. And suddenly I get this alert, and it's for the Beatles 1 album on vinyl, and it's for like $3.48 or something. And I said, that can't be correct. So, but obviously my interest has been piqued. So I went to Amazon, and sure enough, a third-party seller is selling a used copy for $3.48, and it's listed as in very good condition. And I was like, I gotta take a chance on that. I was convinced that I was not going to get the vinyl record. I thought I was going to get a CD, and they had listed it incorrectly. But a few days later, or a week or so later, this arrived in the mail, and lo and behold, it is the double vinyl album. And I'd say it is in very good condition. It is, there's a couple of little sort of seam splits at the top, fairly minor, not a big deal. The spine's pretty clean, very clean actually. And yeah, I was stoked to get this. I really, I'll be honest, I don't need it. Again, I already have all these songs on vinyl. I have all the Beatles albums on vinyl, but even with shipping, I think shipping was like $4. Even with shipping, this only came to like $7.47. I think it was $3.99 shipping. And here's the inside of the gatefold. Very cool. And it's in really nice. The records are in very nice condition. They really are. Let's pull out disc 1. What I like about this as well is that you get the artwork, a lot of the artwork that you get in the CD. The little covers of the 45 sleeves, but it's bigger. It's vinyl, so of course it's bigger artwork. So here's the inner sleeve. So you've got a bunch of the artwork here. And this is the inner sleeve for disc 1, record 1. And yeah, here we go. Very cool, very cool. And this really sounds good on vinyl. It really does. This is a 2015 release. And there's a little sort of bit of information here written by George Martin, and it tells you as well on the sleeve here when each song was recorded, and if it was a UK #1 or US #1, or or if it didn't get to #1, it tells you the position it did get to. So for example, Love Me Do, it just says UK single 5th of October 1962. Now I happen to know that Love Me Do only got to number 17 in the UK charts. It was a reasonable hit, and it was a song that launched their career, but it was not a massive hit like most of their other single releases would come to be. But then it says US single 27th of April 1964, #1 for 1 week. Now obviously April 1964 is nearly 2 years after October 1962, but the Beatles didn't really make it in the US and for a little while after they were already known in the UK. When they came and appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, when they flew to New York and so on. So that's really cool. And as far as I know, all of the inserts, all of the little extras you get are in here. So you also get these pictures. This reminds me of the White Album actually, with these pictures. There's John Lennon. There's George Harrison. There's Ringo. Paul McCartney. Actually, I'm not crazy about these. I don't really get this sort of. It's almost like a double negative, like the exposure, like the flipped exposure or something. Hey, it's fine. It's a nice little bonus, right? And then record 2 looks the same, so I won't go into details about that. But same thing, we get the 45 sleeve covers, and again on the back here we have more information. We have all of the same thing, really. It tells you which songs got to #1. Well, they all got to #1, but which ones got to #1 in the US and which ones got to #1 in the UK. And it starts off with Penny Lane, which infamously did not get to #1 in the UK. This was a double A side with Strawberry Fields Forever. it got to number 2. But it did get to number 1 in the US, so it's included on here. And we also get this terrific, huge fold-out poster right here. And this has all of the 45 sleeves on it. It's really almost too big for me to show really, but yeah, very cool. I won't be putting it up. I would kind of like to, but my wife already puts up with all of this anyway, without me starting to put up posters around the house. So yeah, I was really stoked to find this, really was, on vinyl. But let's have a look at the track listing, because it obviously it's covering the biggest hits, and there are a few tracks that you would think would be on here. The one I just mentioned, Strawberry Fields Forever, you think to yourself, wasn't that a huge hit? It was, but it was a double A side, and I guess Penny Lane was technically the lead single, or the lead song from that, technically. And again, it maybe had it gone to number 1 in the UK too. Maybe they've stuck both of them on here, I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go through the track listing. So side 1, we have Love Me Do, From Me to You, She Loves You, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, Can't Buy Me Love, A Hard Day's Night, I Feel Fine, and 8 Days a Week. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, one good reason to get this would be, even if you have all of the Beatles studio albums, you might not have the Past Masters album. Now, I actually do own it, so again, I already have all these tracks, but the Past Masters tends to be a little more expensive, and that does fill in the gaps by including the singles that were not included on the Beatles studio albums. But there's a whole bunch of tracks here that were not on the studio album, so if you don't have Past Masters, this is definitely worth thinking about. So let's have a look. Side 2, we have Ticket to Ride, Help, Yesterday, Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out, Paperback Rider, and wait a second. What's that? Oh, Yellow Submarine. Oh, okay, Yellow Submarine's up next. And we finish off side 2 with Eleanor Rigby. Side 3 starts off with Penny Lane, as I just mentioned. All You Need Is Love, Hello Goodbye, Lady Madonna, and Hey Jude. And then side 4 we have Get Back, The Ballad of John and Yoko, Something, Come Together, Let It Be, and The Long and Winding Road. So yeah, it's the Beatles. It's all the number 1s in the US and UK. Awesome album, you know. And again, to get it for such a great price, I was really pleased. So I would recommend you guys check out Camel Camel Camel. I've added a bunch of alerts. That's really the only one that's come up so far. The only one that's been worth jumping on anyway. But yeah, I guess it's monitoring it every single day. I don't know if it monitors it in real time, like, you know, I doubt it. It's probably checking it every 30 minutes or 10 minutes or something. But yeah, to have a great price come up like that, it goes to show that if you wait long enough, good things can happen, right? So thank you guys as always for watching, and until next time, bye bye.